Okay, so I had this experience with unemotionally unavailable type of guys. My biggest problem was I wasn't broken, but it was familiar to me. So basically, my nervous system was telling me something, was responding to me saying that this is what I needed. In my past, I had, childhood trauma, so that affected me a lot growing up. And so I attracted long term relationships, even best friends that were very not, of course, weren't good for me, and it wasn't good for my health. So I had to really turn that off. I had doubted myself in relationships, but now that I cut off that friendship, I realized to myself that it was something that I knew that could help me to gravitate towards better friendships and relationships and things like that. So subconsciously, I knew what I was doing. I knew what I was going to get myself into. But recognizing that is a very big thing. A lot of people, women and men, tend to do that a lot. They attract toxic partners and end up in an unhealthy relationship for many, many years. And so, what I had to do was I had to recognize the patterns that I was coming across, which when I joined a relationship coaching program, it helped me to understand the rights and the wrongs. Now, I even did meetup.com. I joined a group helping me to, get past the surface level of relationships. That was very important for me in my relationships, getting across that I wasn't going to keep attracting the same partners. Now, I'm reading a book about post-traumatic stress disorder. This is very typical for people who are going through complex trauma. So when I went through complex trauma, I was really hesitant about telling people about my experiences because it just got so intense for me. My emotions would be all over the place, very chaotic. So, it just made a big, meaner demeanor of myself. And I had to reflect on my past to get past all those, hurts and painful relationships. So I find that when you are dealing with unavailable people, remember that you have to get past all that frustration that you're going through. And a lot of times you don't recognize that. I didn't recognize that I was going through those things. And so in return, I went through a lot of past hurts and heartbreaks and things like that. So the biggest thing is recognizing that, your self worth. I had such low self esteem at the time. So when you're able to recognize that, the more you're able to be more productive in your relationships. I hope this video really helps, with the unavailable, attracting unavailable content guys, and feeling like you're pushing this guy's pushing himself away from you and things like that. It's something that we all have been through. A lot of women gone through that, and if you've gone through trauma, that's really ideally what happens because your nervous system it's giving you a response to help you in a better, safer environment.